Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here, and welcome to a one-off album review. It's when we do one-off albums, it's just, as it says, it's the only album a band or an artist ever put out. And we usually throw these in when we haven't got any new albums to review, which will start again in a couple of weeks' time. So today, found an album that I came across just by pure accident about 5 years ago. Literally by accident. And it's an album called Family Style, which is the Vaughan brothers. Now that's Stevie, the late Stevie Ray Vaughan, and his brother Jimmie. And it's the only album they made together, and it's called Family Style, and it was released on the 25th of September 1990. Now, joining Steve and Jimmie on this album, lots of musicians. We've got Al Perry on bass on some tracks, Larry Alberman on drums on some, Doyle Bramwell on drums as well, Nile Rodgers on guitar, and he produced this album, Richard Hilton on the organ, Tawatha Agee on vocals, Frank Sims on vocals, George Sims on vocals, Brenda White King does the vocals as well, Curtis King Jr. is doing some vocals, Preston Hubbard on the upright bass, and Stan Harrison on tenor sax. So, first track on this album is called Hard to Be. I love this song. It's something that could have come straight off the Blues Brothers movie. The horns, the singing, it's just a great little uplifting bluesy number with some fantastic guitar work from Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of the great blues players. Great track. I love this track. Then we get White Boots. The vocal on this is terrific from Jimmie. I like the chunky, funky guitar. So you've probably got Stevie doing the normal bluesy sound, and then you've got that lovely chink that you get with a Nile Rodgers guitar. He's just the king of funky guitar riffs. It's a great track. That mixture of blues and funk always seems to gel together, and it's a fantastic track, that is. Then we get D/FW. Brilliant. Again, right up Stevie Ray Vaughan's street. Great guitar playing. He made that guitar sing. Then we get Good Texan, which is written by Jimmie Vaughan and Nile Rodgers. One of my favourite tracks on here. You just know Nile Rodgers is involved in this because it's just got a wonderful sound. He's a as we know, we've done him as a producer. He's a great producer, is Nile Rodgers. He knows the sound, and he's really brought this track to life. It's so bluesy, but with a tint of funk thrown in there. Then we have a great track called Hillbillies from Outerspace. I love the guitar sound that Stevie gets on it. He's made it quite spacey and echoey, and it's very clever, and it's sort of, I like how they've done this. Very well done on that one. And then we have A Long Way From Home. More great guitar work from, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan. You would love to have seen him in concert. This track is just dynamite. Great singing and everything good about it. Tock, just a modern 1990s blues song with a soulful feel with it as well. It's got the influence of the blues and soul, just fused together wonderfully by Nile Rodgers. Telephone Song is next. This is where you really hear the funky Nile Rodgers guitar on this. It's absolutely great. And you put a great little solo from Stevie on top of it. Two great guitar players having a great time. Then we have Baboom, Mama Said. Again, we got this funky blues song with a great bass line, very funk. Put the blues on top of it and it really works again. And then we have a little track on the last track called Brothers. Stevie at his best. Killer vocal from Jimmie. This what made Stevie one of the great blues guitarists of the modern age. I love this album. What did well, let's have a look how it did. Well, All Music gave it 3 stars. Did quite reasonably well in the charts. Yeah, let's have a look which. It only got to number 63 in this country, but in Australia it was 17. Canada it did well. It got to number 6 in the album charts. 53 in Holland. Finland liked it. Got to number 9. New Zealand number 16. Norway number 16. Sweden number 20. And Switzerland 24. In the US it got to number 7. It was certificated. It got platinum in Canada and platinum in the United States. Now I think this is a really little gem, and it's such a shame that Jimmie and Stevie didn't make any more together. Jimmie's a great singer in his own right. So you got a great bluesy singer, great bluesy guitar player, and then you got a producer who's a great producer. There's got so many good things on this album, and I do like listening to it. It is just one of those little gems that I discovered, and I'm so glad I did. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay, that's all for today, but I will be back tomorrow, Saturday, which only means one thing, doesn't it? It's Iain and Richard, and tomorrow we'll be looking at the first number 1 of a year. So okay, we've had a Christmas number 1 in say 1972. So, and then we're going to pick our songs that took over. So it'll be the first new number 1 of like 1973. That sort of thing, you know. So always we're doing our top 10. Okay, it's not raining today. It's a sort of a bluey, sort of off-white sky. It's quite cold, but at least it's not. It's dry. So we'll be able to go for a walk today. All right then, I will see you all tomorrow with Richard, so have a great day. Bye for now.